Morning everyone, I'm Michelle. So today's video is about PMDD, that's premenstrual dysphoric disorder. It's a more severe term for PMS, so it's what ladies suffer with when the periods are due. So PMDD, the symptoms can occur 2 weeks before the actual cycle begins. I got diagnosed with PMDD in 2016, which resulted me in going on to the antidepressants. I was on mirtazapine. That was just to help with my mood because I'd recently had a breakup and I wasn't coping with the breakup. But then I got into a new relationship. And stupidly I listened to her calling me mental, and thought I was mental, so then I had to get my tablets changed, and that resulted in the spiral of my life going out of control at that point. But anyway, we're here to talk about PMDD. What I was offered for PMDD was like antidepressants, antipsychotics. I wasn't happy with that, but I didn't know what drugs could do to you at the time, pharmaceutical drugs. So then I went to a gynaecologist, and the gynaecologist suggested that I went on Zoladex. Zoladex it's a hormone like replacement. It's like so like if you go through the menopause, it's I can't get my words out. So it's exactly this. It does exactly. So the injection does exactly the same as what the menopause would do to you. It puts you in early menopause, but also this drug Zoladex, it's for men with prostate cancer. It's for women with breast cancer. It's for chemotherapy, like pain and stuff like that. It's also for what else does it do? It does something else as well, but I'm not going to say that because I'm not sure if it's right. But anyway, this needle's about that long, and they say that a nurse has to do it, but I was told that I had to do it myself. The needle entails a little like implant of hormones which you have to inject. I had to inject myself under my belly button. I did this every month for a year, and I don't think you're supposed to do it for longer than like 3 months, 4 months, but it was suggested to me that I went longer on it, which was very silly of me, but I didn't know at the time. So that's resulted in, I think, my skin problems. It's caused me acne. It caused, I don't know what it did to me, but at that time I was on antidepressants. I was on promazine. I was on paroxetine. I was on diazepine. I was on the Zoladex injection. So all them combined didn't make for a very healthy mix, and I ended up losing everything in that year. 2017, I lost everything. I lost my jobs, I lost my girlfriend, my family estranged from me. So I think it actually enhanced the moods that I was getting at the time. So it didn't really help. But the Zoladex injection, they say, is the last resort, apart from having your ovaries and your uterus removed. But I've not experienced my PMD symptoms until 2 days ago, because I've stopped smoking cannabis, and I've been smoking cannabis like a lot over the past like 9 years, and I think the cannabis actually helped with my PMDD symptoms. So I know I'm giving up cannabis, but I just couldn't cope 2 days ago. I was on the verge of not good things. Bad thoughts, bad self-worth. My face was emphasised to me because of like the potholes I've got in it, so that really got me down. I spent all day in bed yesterday. These are from my PMDD symptoms. I did have to have a joint because I could not cope, and it did lessen the symptoms. Like I say, it's a really hard journey. I don't like. So I thought that the symptoms from the coming off the antidepressants were causing my exacerbated like moods, but no, it's the it was my period hormones. So anyone who's suffering with PMDD, or they've got periods that they don't know why they're feeling a certain way up to 2 weeks before the period, you could have PMDD. It's a hormone imbalance. It can be traced back through to childhood trauma. It can be in the genes, genetic. I do believe in this. I don't believe in a lot of. I do believe that there's a lot of mental health disorders out there, but I think they're all linked to trauma. But I do think that PMDD is hormonal, and it really can't be helped. It's a life debilitating disorder. It exacerbates your moods, it makes you irritable, it makes your life not seem worth living. Like the mental aspects of PMDD is overwhelming. Like you could literally like harm yourself or harm somebody else if you didn't know what was wrong with you. So that's where I've been for the past 2 days. So I just wanted to put this out there about PMDD because it is a disorder. Lots of women suffer with it. Lots of women don't know that they have it. Like I say, I'm going down the natural route. I won't take any antidepressants anymore. I will definitely not take any injections that are offered to me. I definitely won't be having my ovaries out or my uterus. I think once you know that you've got this, and I think if you get a hold on, like if you've got a calendar and you can mark when your last period was, so my cycle's every 24 days, but I know, but I did lose it a bit. Like, so I've been keeping a strict diary for 2 years now of my periods, and it's been all right. But coming off the weed, I've kind of lost my mind a bit. So I've not been marking it down. So I didn't know when I was due on, but I kind of worked it out. But it were a bit too late. But if you can mark it down, and then you can like differentiate when or why you're feeling a certain way, and if you know that that's why, and it's around that time of the month, then you can put it down to that, and you're not going crazy or anything. It's your actual hormones that are making a significant impact on your life. PMDD, it's not for the faint-hearted. Like if you have got this, then you're an absolute warrior, because it can be unmanageable for some people. It causes suicidal thoughts, suicidal idealization. The feelings that you get inside your body are just terrible. I do think I've had this since I was younger, but it wasn't it's been diagnosed, and it wasn't diagnosed until like 9-10 years ago. But like I say, I was on the antidepressants for 9 or 10 years, so they zombied me out. I can't actually remember the 9 or 10 years that have gone by, apart from the 2 that I've come off the tablets, and I've been trying to heal and get my life back together. But like I said, 2 days ago, it felt like my life was ending. So yeah, I've had a joint. It lessened the symptoms of the PMDD, and if anyone's struggling out there, then I think you just need to take a healthy approach to your life. I wouldn't listen to what the doctors say, because the doctors don't have a clue. That's just in my experience. But my advice would be that I'd go down your own route, because it's your own journey. Like, this is my journey. I've experienced the pharmaceutical side of it, and now I'm experiencing the non-pharmaceutical side of it, which I've got to get to grips with as well. Because also being in protracted withdrawal from the antidepressants, so that brings up a lot of symptoms and feelings and stuff. Giving up weed, that brings symptoms and feelings and stuff. But yeah, the underlying cause of everything is trauma. And if I didn't have that trauma, then I don't think I'd be sitting here now. So yeah, if you've had any similar experiences, I'd like to see your comments and what you're doing to help yourself, or if you know someone who's going through this, or you think someone's going through this. Yeah, PMDD, it's not to be messed with. I don't know if you're in England. There's a program called EastEnders, and I remember there was Steve Owen, and he had a girlfriend, and she battered him over the head with an ashtray, and that was put down to PMS, but that would have been PMDD, because it was like a lot of years ago. But it just brings out like violent symptoms and violent thoughts and stuff, and like, and then as soon as you like come on your period, so like 1 to 2 days after, you just go back to being how you were. But it's like you're only okay for two weeks out of a month, like without the exacerbated irritability. Like I feel hungry, like, as well. Even though I've had something to eat, I have this intense hunger, and just like a overwhelming like fog in my head that I can't get rid of. So yeah, PMDD. I don't think there's a lot of information out there about it, really. I've not seen a lot of personal stories on YouTube, so I thought I'd make one. Did they do anything else? And the doctors weren't very forthcoming in like diagnosing me. They just kept saying I had depression. I've never had depression in my life. Depression's where you feel a deep sense of sadness, and like you don't want to do anything. I've never had that. I've always wanted to do stuff. I've always wanted to go to work. I've always wanted to just like lead a normal life like everybody else. But like I said, you're incapacitated for 2 weeks out of every month. It's hard to make relationships. It's hard to get relationships to stay, because it's just so up and down. But I am going to get a handle on it. I know what it is. I think it's just getting all these substances out of my system. It's exacerbating these symptoms and making them stand out more. So I'm healing from everything else. I'm battling everything else. So I'm going to battle this again. So thanks for watching. If my content has helped you in any way, please subscribe. If you want to hear more random videos of healing and empowerment, you can hit the notifications button, and then my videos will be uploaded to you. And if you could like, and we can get the algorithm going, then we can help other women and the partners, men as well, because men have to live with this, and women, if you in a same-sex relationship or whatever. So partners need informing as well, because it's not a nice disorder